Let's talk. Hey Jack, you know doggone well, if you hit the snooze button, you're gonna oversleep and delay all your plans for the day. Is another 10 minutes of sleep worth it to you? No. Now get up. Let's go, Jack. 3 more. You got this. Good job. Hey Jack, put the cookie down. Are you really gonna undo everything you did at the gym this morning? Let's do better. Okay, Jack, calm down. Don't let someone else make you angry. That power belongs to you and you only. If you could hear my thoughts at any given time of the day, these are the kind of things you'd hear. I talk to myself regularly through the day. And actually, not just in my head. I talk out loud to myself all the time. Quite often when I'm alone, and I stress that point, alone, I like to stand in front of the mirror and hype myself up for the day. No, I'm not crazy, not that I know of at least. I'm just a firm believer in the value of self-talk. Some scientists believe those who talk to themselves are geniuses. I'm not saying I'm a genius, but if they want to say it, I ain't gonna stop them. However, I do feel like there's a right way and there's a wrong way to talk to yourself. There's negative self-talk, which I like to call self-punishment, and there's positive self-talk, and they're exactly what they sound like. Self-punishment is basically telling yourself how terrible you are and how you're not worthy of success or happiness. It's telling yourself that you're doomed and you're a guaranteed failure. Positive self-talk, on the other hand, is about cheering for yourself or reinforcing the positive things about yourself. According to the Mayo Clinic, the benefits of positive self-talk include increased lifespan, lower rates of depression, lower levels of distress, greater resistance to the common cold, better psychological and physical well-being, better cardiovascular health and reduced risk of death from cardiovascular disease, and better coping skills through hardships and times of stress. I think we can all agree everything I just listed is desirable for sure. So don't be afraid to talk to yourself. And in case you're ready to start, here are 6 of my personal recommendations for engaging in proper positive self-talk. Number 1, always be honest. When I say engage in positive self-talk versus negative, I'm not recommending you pretend that we're perfect or everything is all flowers and butterflies. Life doesn't work that way. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes uncomfortable things happen. I just try to make sure I frame the situation in a way that's hopeful. If I mess up, instead of saying, I'm terrible, I say, Jack, you can do better than that. Or, you did your best. But I'm not going to look at a situation that wasn't the greatest and tell myself it was amazing. Number 2, check on yourself. Sometimes simply asking yourself the question, are you really okay? Can open an honest and helpful inner dialogue. I also find it useful to ask myself questions like, are you sure? Will it be worth it? What do you really want? And is this your best? These questions kind of keep me in check and keep me honest when I face different situations. Number 3, talk to yourself as you would talk to somebody you really care about. Most of us would do our best to encourage our loved ones no matter what. We should do the same for ourselves. You probably wouldn't tell someone you care about, you're a failure, or ask them, are you stupid or what? If you would, we really got to work on your communication skills. And that ties directly into the next one. Number 4, talk to yourself in the third person. If you notice when I gave my examples of my own self-talk, I don't use the word I. I often say my own name or at least you. Research shows third-person talk helps to regulate emotion. I can testify to that. It's like an athlete saying to themselves, you got this, keep going, just a little bit more in order to fight mental and physical fatigue. But also it helps me to separate my self-talk from my general thoughts. I may think to myself, I want to eat, but then ask myself, are you really hungry or do you just want a snack? Number 5, talk to yourself in the mirror, out loud if you can. This also helps to separate the image you have of yourself in your head and the person that exists in reality. It also helps me to be honest with myself. I find it hard to look at myself in the eyes and say, good job, Jack, if I know I didn't actually do a good job. Sure, you could probably say the words, but in the same way it's easy to tell when somebody is giving you an insincere compliment, It's even easier to feel it when you're lying to yourself. And the last one, number 6, congratulate yourself whenever you can. Personally, there's nothing like celebrating a personal win by looking myself in the mirror and saying, "Yeah, Jack, you did that." Celebrating and cheering for yourself creates a positive memory that can serve as inspiration the next time you face a difficult situation. And not just for the big wins either. Celebrate every win. Call me crazy, but I celebrate everything from waking up fully rested to completing a good set at the gym to having a productive day. I'm probably going to celebrate right after I finish writing this meditation. One quick thing I want to make sure I note is positive self-talk is not arrogance. They're completely different, and arrogance should be avoided at all costs. Arrogance can counter all the benefits of positive self-talk. The difference is in the context of the inner conversation. Positive self-talk becomes arrogance when your self-talk involves you classifying yourself as better than other people. Positive self-talk is all about being the best you for you. For example, if I said to myself, "Jack, you gave a much better speech than that guy. Good job." That would be considered arrogance. An example of positive self-talk would be, "Jack, you did great. I'm proud of you." Period. In this case, I'm only concerned with my own personal standards. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Self-talk is a valuable tool for personal growth when used properly. So next time you're alone and you walk past the mirror, don't be afraid to stop, look at yourself in the eyes and say, "Okay, let's talk."